Welcome back, everybody! I found out that this
moron.
I found out that I'm a moron, and that this
Yeah,
guy is...
no, but you finally found out because we all knew for years.
I found out this guy right here with the money. I thought that was a glove because he said like nice glove or something, but I didn't realize he was talking about her right there because she's wearing gloves. I was like, what? Glove? Why is he?
I literally said it while he wasn't even on screen. I said it while she was on screen talking to Gumshoe.
He was on screen in the background looking like he was messing around with a glove, but that was actually money. So I was like,
no,
okay,
he wasn't.
Cool. Yeah, he was. I heard you mention it. I was a little bit confused. Like, why? They're like, oh, I don't freaking know what I said. I said something.
I don't know if he was or wasn't, but ha! I got you now, you vile criminals.
I think the kidnappers would have better sense than to try hiding in these.
Oh, come on, lighten up, will you? I was only joking. I don't really think the criminals would be hiding in there right in front of two officers.
I certainly hope not. Ah, excuse me. Alright, let's have a conversation.
Yes?
Okay, let's present some evidence here. Oh, it's the same thing as before, they're not letting me skip it again. Well, anyway though, everyone, how's your day?
You wear it on your label.
I do want to wear it on my label, so excuse me for that now. I guess I am going to do all this again now, aren't I? So, what's topical recently that's happened, I suppose? Is anything topical that we can talk about?
Pokemon Go is apparently the second coming of Christ.
I guess it kind of is, isn't it?
It's currently more popular than Twitter.
Is it?
Yeah, there are more people concurrently on Pokemon Go than Twitter.
That's interesting.
That's insane.
That is really interesting. I mean, my goodness, I knew it was popular. Was that popular?
Yeah. And apparently there was somebody that put up a hotspot that was, like, waiting for people to show up to the hotspot because, you can force Pokemon to spawn there. And they were just robbing people that would show up. Yeah, that's real funny. It was I think a couple of 16-year-olds and a 17-year-old or something. And they were just robbing people. They robbed 4 people that showed up.
Oh, you mean rob? I thought you were talking about robbing the Pokemon.
No, they I think with weapons robbed people.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not good. My goodness, I was like lightheartedly laughing at that, thinking they were robbing them with the Pokemon. I was like, what are they, freaking Team Rocket or something? Oh jeez. Excuse me, but if you could let me through here. Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's orders. Well, that's cool.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, isn't this one of those things you tie horses to?
Yes, although the horses are in another location at the moment.
Oh, and here I was hoping to get to ride one.
You know how to ride a horse?
Nope, never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse.
Non sequitur.
Nope.
Is the only way to describe
non sequitur.
Well, anyway, did I even do this?
Yes.
Oh, no I didn't. The kidnapping.
Well, you did talk to her.
Yeah, I didn't do the kidnapping though.
I would hope not, otherwise you'd be on trial.
What do you think about the kidnapping?
Well, I don't know anything about the victim. So actually, I was hoping you could tell me.
Ah, that's right. I never did explain the situation to you.
Why would you?
I got involved because of a phone call I received. It was from none other than the director of the Amano Group, Mr. Ernest Amano. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped, and he wanted me to be the drop-off man. Little did I suspect that I would be abducted myself.
And that's when I found you tied to a pole screaming, "No!"
Can you please drop that already? Screaming.
So the footprints are obviously freaking there for a reason.
Wait. What? I didn't even notice that actually.
How?
I just assumed that was being left in the ground by us.
My god. Hey, there's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here.
I was gonna say before you said that though, I haven't even tried Pokemon Go though.
Neither have I. I tried to make an account 3 times, and all 3 times either the servers were down or they took down applications because there were so many people trying to make them that it was crashing the Pokemon servers.
At least you have a chance to actually try it out. I don't have a chance to try it out because I don't have a freaking smartphone. Okay, that's just stupid. Why can't they just put it on the 3DS or something like that, huh? My goodness.
Because the 3DS doesn't have a built-in GPS.
That is true. That is true.
It also can't run Google Maps.
That is also true.
Those are the 2 key factors of the game.
What's gonna happen if Google Maps shuts down one day? I mean, my goodness, the game's gonna be done.
Pokemon Go would shut down before Google Maps would.
I don't know. I mean, it's as popular as Twitter right now, so it's probably gonna be around for a long while.
It's a fad. Tamagotchi was really popular for a time, but now you don't see it anywhere. I say, like, I doubt Pokemon Go will be even a quarter as popular as it is now in a couple months.
We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, we already talked about footprints. I remember hearing rainfall out here while I was being held in there.
Yep, it was just passing rain. That's why the ground is pretty much already dried up.
I should be thankful. It left us some nice footprint samples.
You know what? I bet if we follow them, we could find out where our kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes.
I don't think it will be that easy.
Literally anybody walking around would have muddy shoes, idiot. Why not?
That is true. Look carefully. There are quite a few different sets here. And we don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers.
Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing.
I forgot to read that. Oh!
What a shocker.
Also, costumes was a carryover for some reason. What kind of shoes?
It's still part of the same case, and we didn't use it.
If only we knew.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's happened before.
We'd be able to track the kidnappers from the footprints. I bet that combines with the costumes, right?
Did you just slightly turn into William Shatner Sinister?
What?
I don't know.
Sinister?
That wasn't English.
William Shatner Sinister.
If these were real, I wondered what you put in them.
Water would be the obvious answer.
But if you stored water in a barrel under the blazing hot sun, wouldn't it go bad?
People of that time probably didn't care about how it tasted.
Sorry, but I can't let you get away with making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they really like the strange taste.
Look who's making fun of them now.
Good talk.
I don't know. Are we making fun of them or are we not? Nothing left to talk about, I guess. Alright, whatever. He's so happy. What is his deal, man?
Look, there's a blurb about the cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift to the Gatewater land from the local police precinct.
Hey, you got the same precinct now. I can't believe the police.
I know how to say it right.
I know, but you got to say it for once.
It's because you took all the freaking voices.
Went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place. Now I just took all the people who say precinct all the time.
So, is the police department running a cactus farm on the side? Just kidding, they wouldn't do something so silly.
Actually, I have the vague impression I've seen a cactus farm at the precinct before.
I can tell you're putting in so much effort to say precinct now.
Horses are painted on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme.
They look so lifelike, don't you think?
Are you thinking of wrangling or rather stealing them?
Why is he pointing at the blue badger?
Oh, jeez.
If you can coax them out of there, sure. Come on, I know you can sweet talk them out.
I could be holding a cube of sugar in my hand, and they wouldn't budge, Kay. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, those are probably important now.
Well, I'll talk to you first. Excuse me.
Hello, what's up? I have not heard of personal space.
Why
didn't you examine the lines on the ground?
Because I want to do that last, thinking that's the important thing.
Hey, it's the blue badger.
Is he pulling out pepper spray or something?
Camera. You have to take a picture with them all, remember?
Oh. I really don't understand why she is so excited over this badger hunt. Speaking of badger, especially since he hates them apparently, there's a person inside of there.
Stop jumping.
Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw.
What does that hand motion remind you of?
A salute? I don't know, it reminds me of something, but I can't figure it out off the top of my head. Does it remind you something?
It reminds me of something from the series. I think he's figured it out.
I hope not, man. I hope not. He's doing that contorted, wriggling dance again.
Aha!
No. No! Ah! You've uncovered my undercover identity, sir! I was to remain under that head, sir! Aren't you Officer Meekins? Why? Why?
This is the case of cameos, dude.
What cameos? This has been the first one, I think. Wasn't it?
Oh my god.
Sir! Mike Meekins reporting for duty, sir! This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. About the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches.
You're the one that sent him away, you moron. Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth?
I've met him in the courtroom once before. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him? Does he have something to hide? He didn't seem that upset to me, but alright, whatever.
He looks weird from the side.
Yeah, doesn't he? It's a set of tire tracks originating from the garage.
Aha! So that means a car left from the garage at some time, right?
Excuse me. Correct. But for the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that it was left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 treads. I think we can also safely assume it's a special type of car. Well, that wasn't really that important after all.
I like how you did that in Edgeworth's voice.
I did?
Yeah, you say
I don't know what's going on right now. Sir, it's so incredibly shiny, but it has a really ugly shape.
I think it looks cool.
I knew it! I was right to go for the much more manly police badge, sir. But I lose it a lot. And I just know I'm going to lose it for real one of these days, sir.
At least he doesn't have the freaking megaphone.
Thank goodness.
Mr. Edgeworth, I think this cop's 1 dozen short of a baker's or 1 donut short of a baker's dozen.
I don't think I want to be trying to do a megaphone voice at 3:30 in the morning, thank you very much.
He's a full dozen short of a baker's dozen.
Wait, what's a baker's dozen?
13.
I know. Believe me, I know. You don't say. Gatewater Lane. Sir, I am undercover as the Blue Badger now, sir. I must pretend to not know anything about anything, sir. I mustn't respond to that. It would be like shooting fish in a barrel. Why?
Too easy.
Sir! Sir, you have a copy of the Blue Badger's Bible, sir, too, sir.
Why is he, like, slightly Indian?
No, he's like Chinese, Japanese, or something like that.
He sounds Indian to me.
Not even close. Come on, no.
Like Indian from India.
No. That was written by Exposition.
Like the most stereotypical Indian voice, like the guy from The Simpsons.
No. It can't be. That was written by Exposition.
I think I broke him.
I can't do it now. That was written by experts on the Badger family, sir, and it's very, very true. It doesn't matter that I was the mate of Blue Badgers only a little while ago, sir. That book helped me memorize every name of every Badger, sir. It's not that hard to remember 4 incredibly obvious names. If you say so. Drip, drop, little by little, privacy is being sold off to the public through this, sir.
What?
But that means I need to work extra hard on my cute poses.
Oh, like what?
Like this!
Great, now I know what your new pose will be! Look, sir, I've successfully stolen his pose in speaking style, sir!
You didn't steal his pose. You gotta do like a salute. You can't just be like fist pump in the air like, yeah, I did it. Ugh.
Well, they probably just didn't feel like making
Well,
a
that's
new
lazy.
sprite. Well, yeah. I mean, Edgeworth has like, what, 2 or 3 new sprites? One of them being tied up? And that's...
That's nice, Kay. Is it now? Is it really? And what is this? I'll tell him to put that on. Sir, I am undercover as the Blue Badger.
That's the
I don't know what I'm
badger
doing.
head.
What?
That's the bad badger head.
Yeah, maybe he wants to wear that. Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time?
I mean, he's got the belts on. That's not part of the bad badger costume.
Sir! Really?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay, I see it has pants on it. I get it now. Anyway. Sir, because I am not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become as a big detective gumshoe,
What?
sir. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago.
What?
Scorchingly? What? I'm confused.
That one confused me.
When the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled, that's when the kidnappers had escaped, sir. I thought maybe this was my shot at making detective, sir. I rushed on over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already. And I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy onto anyone. It would seem that some people
Like
never
he heard
change.
me.
What?
It's like he heard me because he didn't say sir again after I said that.
I was waiting for it, too. So why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir! Sir, that's because, sir! I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's also to hide the fact that I'm also an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir.
I think you screaming at the top of your lungs is probably giving that away.
I see. Agent Lang is very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactics.
Diversionary.
To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir. It's such an honor. Any clues? How long have you been standing here, officer? Sir, for about 1 little hour, sir. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious. And I've been here ever since, sir. If that's true, then it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. However, sir, I must tell you, I didn't see a thing, sir. I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. No. But I know you will, sir. He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it, too. I patrolled the park all while wearing this costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious-looking people this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir. A lone Blue Badger. What you said just now is contradictory to the facts.
How so, Mr. Edgeworth? I blanked. I'm dozing off.
You haven't talked in about 10-15 minutes because Meekins is going crazy.
Yeah.
This is what Officer Meekins' testimony contradict. Wait, what? I don't think I followed anything. Can I back up? No.
He said he didn't see anybody, but he saw a blue badger.
Oh, I see.
No.
Huh, your testimony contradicts this piece of evidence. I'm just a little patrolman, so I don't understand what you're talking about, sir.
Whenever you were locked up, Kay said that there was suits. I don't think both suits are active at the same time. So if you saw a blue badger, then he is the blue badger. So that's a contradiction. I can't say I get it either.
This isn't what I was looking for. I'm sorry, officer, but can you please repeat what you said one more time?
For the idiots that weren't paying attention.
I wasn't expecting to present some evidence randomly right there. Of course, sir. I'd be honored to repeat myself as many times as needed, sir. For almost a whole little hour, I didn't see any suspicious-looking people around, sir. But I did see a badger, sir. A lone blue badger. As I thought, what you said just now contradictory to the facts. Okay. I can't skip this for some reason.
Well, yeah, because this is different dialogue. Oh, so what's so contradictory, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, whatever. This is what Officer Meekin's testimony contradicts.
Look at the Bible.
The Bible?
Yeah, the Blue Badger Bible thing.
Oh,
yeah,
it actually is called a Bible. My god, I thought they were just being over-dramatic for no reason.
No, the other thing.
Wait, what? Yeah,
go to this. There's only one of each badger in the park. And he says he saw a blue badger, and he is a blue badger, so that's contradictory.
That's true. Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last statement. Sir, of course, sir. Well, if that's what you wish, Mr. Prosecutor. This little patrolman will wait as long as I am commanded to wait. You said that you saw a blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. Okay. This park is supposed to have only one of each badger in it at any given time. Excuse me. Oh, geez, I almost threw up a little bit right there. Which means that as long as you are a blue badger, Officer Meekins...
You still have no tact.
You should not have seen... I don't know what you mean by that. You should have not seen another blue badger wandering the premises. What? Sir!
When they put the hat back on.
That was weird.
Then that would mean that there are two blue badgers walking around. But why?
A second blue badger. There's only supposed to be one blue badger in the park, but the second was spotted. Well, that's nice. Well, now what? So, just logic time?
I would assume.
I guess it's logic time. Let's see, what do we got here? We got some things, it seems the costume in the badger. There's only supposed to be one blue badger.
I would assume second blue badger in the shoes, because they're implying that a second blue badger was walking around. If he was in a costume.
I'm assuming the costume in the second blue badger.
Well, maybe. Maybe you have to combine the costume and the second blue... Wait! I accidentally, drastically increased the volume on my mic, so I'm glad you... Or my headset, so I'm glad you didn't say anything.
Well, you're welcome there. Anyway, I'm gonna...
Maybe if you combine these two, then it'll make something else to combine with what kind of shoes.
Hey, it worked! A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly the true identity of the person underneath is...
Oh, I know. It's one of the kidnappers, right? The person wore a costume to get away.
Oh, shoot.
So yeah, now you combine that with the shoes.
Precisely. The costumes that went missing from the storage area are...
Yeah, I know how this freaking stupid game works. A blue badger, a proto badger, and a bad badger.
Yes, those three.
So those three phony badgers are running around in the park somewhere, huh?
Stolen costumes, data jotted down in my organizer. Interesting. But first, before we do that, let's, oops, whatever, wrong button. Nothing new there. Actually, wait, I could present that to her, so...
It's not like she's gonna say anything about it.
You never know, man, you never know. Hey, she did say something!
It's not gonna be anything important. It looks like there's another thief afoot.
Only if we assume that this is not your handiwork.
Are you kidding? You know that Blue Badger is the number one enemy to me? Enemy number one, whatever. Can you imagine me ever being on good terms with that thing?
Yes, considering how eager you were to just take a picture a moment ago. ... Actually, it's surprisingly easy.
Good talk.
Is it now? Is it really? Oh yeah, that was a great talk.
You also didn't look at them. Did you read it?
Didn't look at what?
I don't think you read it.
The kidnappers stole 3 costumes, a blue, a proto, and a badger.
Why can you check it?
Information. The picture, of course.
Why? What is the point of checking it?
Just to see it. Then wasn't one of the pink ones taken too?
No, the pink one's still down there.
But there's 2 of them, aren't there?
Yeah, the one that's supposed to be there. There's like 4 of them are supposed to be there, and then 3 of them aren't, because there's only supposed to be 1 of each in the park at once.
Oh, I see. I guess. Or do I? Maybe I don't.
No, you don't, because you're an idiot.
Wait. I don't want to... Why would this be right? The identity of the second blue badger was probably the kidnapper.
Yeah, you don't know what kind of footprints he'll leave. If he leaves a costume's footprints, then that makes it easy to find.
So it would make sense. But I mean, it is all that we have left, so I might as well do it anyway. Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints in their earlier take on a new, very significant meaning.
Just turn into one of the aliens from Galaxy Quest?
Never heard of it.
Oh, you mean now we know which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right?
Yes. More than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of badgers.
Okay, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting.
Oh, I can't wait to go badger hunting. Now what?
Now we use the footprints and go badger hunting.
Oh, let's go... Sir, I am undercover! You can't disturb me right now!
Go back to the footprints, I assume.
Oops. Actually, does she have anything new to say? No. Okie dokie then. Back to the footprints it is indeed. Okay. Everyone's dizzy now.
So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. Hey, I think I found them. There are 2 sets here.
They both do look like possible candidates.
This set walking off to the west. It just stops. I can't make heads or tails of where it's headed from here.
I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium.
I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed east. Well, I mean, it's probably gonna be him. Huh? Quick, Mr. Edgeworth, I've got him. I got one of the culprits.
Ah, no! I am not a kidnapper, sir!
Why is she, like, shadow boxing?
Because why not? Down, Kay. Clearly those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But the criminals were each wearing a costume.
Aha, maybe they came over to this garage for something.
That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage. Sir! Roger Wilco, sir! What the heck is Roger Wilco?
Don't worry about it.
I've heard that before for some reason, but I don't know what it is. Let's open the shutter and see what we find.
Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside.
I should talk to Meekins one more time.
Ah!
Murder victim?
That's a
Okay.
dead body.
Of course. Shocker. What in the... We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. Just your average day in the life of Miles Edgeworth.
Ellipses.
She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man?
It's Oliver.
Mr. Amano, are you saying that this man is?
Yes, he's my butler. How could something like this have happened?
Indeed. And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? Oh, wait, I better investigate this crime scene quickly before Agent Lang or his men return. I don't know why I assumed your guy was talking. The kidnapper's footprints led right to this garage, and right to a dead body. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim? Victim was kidnapper. Following a kidnapper's prints led us to a body. Was the victim in a costume?
Possibility.
I wonder about that. Ugh. From my cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound.
Is it the bullet hole that gave it away?
I didn't know if that was a bullet hole or a stab wound, really, honestly.
I mean,
Preliminary...
it's circular. Unless he stabbed him with a freaking rapier? Yeah.
A rapier?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I mean, it could have been. You never know. The preliminary findings data jotted down in my organizer.
You sure are calm for someone who just found a body.
It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days.
He's got a point.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Man, that's just such a weird transition. It's like, oh, okay, now we're just inspecting nooks and crannies all of a sudden.
Nook's cranny. Why did you just go to logic?
I don't know, I forget that we read that already. Did we just get a new thing in our organizer? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Preliminary findings, type documents discovered in the Wild West area. Victim Oliver Deacon. Seems he was shot dead. Touch the check button for details.
Yes, this is what we're looking at right now.
Indeed.
That necklace looks familiar.
Does it now?
Yeah.
Looks like a dog. A little bit.
Some kind of animal.
Maybe it's very similar to the necklace that Clavier Gavin wears.
Or maybe it's Africa.
No. Well, anyway, we're at the end of today's episode, so...
Today's episode?
What?
Why'd you say today's episode?
Because it's today's episode.
No.
It's not like I'm going to release like 2 of these in one day or something like that.
This is like the last 4 episodes have been today's episode. For us.
Every episode is today's episode for everyone. And
what?
It is for us too.
No, if you put out an episode on July 20th...
It'll be today's episode on July 20th.
And then it's the 25th, it's no longer today's episode.
Well, I'm going to assume
so every episode uploaded is not today's episode.
I'm going to assume that most people commenting on this video and most people watching this video are going to watch it on the first day, not like, I mean, obviously it's going to happen, but I'm just saying though. Well, I mean, people watching, but not necessarily people commenting. And sometimes, like, geez, man, it's like, you get this initial wave of comments in the first day or two, and then it's like, after that, it's like 2 years later, it's like, oh, someone commented on Kingdom Hearts 2 episode 74. I mean, I didn't have 74 episodes of that, but you know, whatever. I don't know, I'm just thinking. Art the Lad part 73. Also not accurate, but still, I don't know.
Why is your mind in the 70s?
Because I want to go back to the 70s, man. I want to relive those glory days.
Yeah, back whenever you were a sperm?
I don't think I even was. But anyway, though, that's enough talk about that now. I mean, what do you think about the dead body?
Sperm?
What?
Enough talk about sperm?
Who do you think the murderer is, everyone? Do you think it's... Actually, wait, hold on a second.
Is that the necklace from the first case?
No, it was a gold medal.
No. One of the pieces of evidence that freaking the guy brought to the other guy.
Oh, I don't know, maybe. Still no age. Oliver Deacon, age, well, technically age deceased, whatever. Gender, male, age 50, by the way. A Mono family butler and was Lance's private tutor, was found dead. And Mike, wait, why is he before Meekins? Mike Meekins, age 24, gender male, precinct police officer, was conducting an investigation while in Blue Badger costume. So anyway, yeah. Someone's murdered. I wonder who murdered him. I'm going to guess. Actually, no. Let's wait. Roll that out. Can I?
Dude, it's obviously K.
I mean, okay. Well, here are my initial suspects here. I'm gonna say either Sheena, Ernest. Unless she's an important character. I don't know if she's an important character. I mean, I know she is technically his sidekick, but I mean. Is that always going to be the case? That's what I want to know, probably. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see, though. I'm going to at least put her on my suspect list for now, though. Ernest Amano is a suspect, and Lance Amano is a suspect. That's it. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, anyway, though, there's a dead body.
Rambling and finally end the episode, or what?
There's a dead body! No! Poor person. Oh, how could he?